This is Melanie. Thank you and welcome to another video. How to cut pineapple without waste. Let me tell you a story. This was 2 years ago. So I was outside trying to clean up the garden. And I came in not to find this. My husband stole my pineapple and he cut it. And this is how he cut it.
Pretty good.
That's not pretty good. This is bad. I was waiting for the pineapple to be ripe, and then I'll show you how to cut the pineapple. And I came in, and he already got rid of it. And this is how he cut a pineapple. I can't believe he did this to me. It's like half of the pineapple is gone into waste. Looks like somebody trying to take a bite out of this because it was too much meat he cut away. Did you take a bite out of this pineapple right here?
Yeah.
He did take a bite out of this because he cut too much meat out of it. Alright, I'm going to show you how to cut a pineapple. Don't you dare cut a pineapple this way. In a Vietnamese family. This is bad. Did you know it can take about half a year to a year for a pineapple to ripe? So please have some love for pineapples. Also, did you know that picking a pineapple, well, more like selecting one at the store, not picking from the plant, can be very stressful? They are often super green or super rotten by the time you get to it. And then you send your husband out to get one. Oh boy. Luckily, Costco is pretty reliable, so I trust my husband with coming home with a good pineapple. I told him as long as he doesn't pick one with black and moldy bottom, so it's just a matter of picking the biggest green pineapple because they sell by each. So if you get a good green one, let it sit on the counter on its side. If you sit it on its base, air and moisture will trap and mold will start to develop, and there goes your chance of losing your good green pineapple that you've waited for a few days to ripe. When it's ripe, remember to hold off all of your important commitments, please, because when it's starting to get yellow and ripe, it will ripe super fast before you know it. Just another day, there goes your good green pineapple. I know you're here to see how to cut a pineapple without waste, but believe me, good measures prior to cutting this is very important because if you don't, you might just have to throw the whole bunch of berries away, and that's the waste, right? Yes, pineapple is berry, just like bananas. It's not a fruit. Alright, let's get down to the business. Me, I'm small. I'm super small. And it comes with a super small hand. So I prefer to keep the crown for the good grab. I'll get rid of it after my business is done. I've cut a thin layer as much as I can around the base first. Thin layer, okay? Not a 2-inch layer, please. And then start to cut a thin layer around the outside. I don't want you to do this like my husband now. Don't only do 4 to 5 cuts, please. I would do about at least 10 to 12 times around this. Round, not pentagon shape. That's how we minimize waste. Take your time, be patient. The pineapple will take about a year to ripe, so take about 5 minutes to cut it. It's worth it. You can use the same knife or switch to a smaller knife. Find the spiral of the eyes and start with about 2 to 3 eyes. Score at an angle on both sides to remove the eyes and follow the spirals. Yes, you will lose track, but that's okay. Try your best. We're not doing the spiral contest here, so you're alright. As long as you get back on track, you're good. When all eyes are gone, you can rinse it real quick and cut the top off, or cut the top off and rinse it. No big deal, whichever one. Just be sure to not cut too much off at the top when you cut the crown off. Thin layer, not 2 inches. Then it's just a matter of cutting it into like 4 or 6 or 8 or 12 pieces, wedges, and remove the tough fibrous core in the middle. I used to love the core when I was a kid, but these days, no thanks. I am not prepared to tell my kids how pineapple core took my teeth away. And let me tell you, a hard truth is that not every single pineapple is perfect. Even though I got a perfect one today for the video, but I tell you, sometimes you'll get some brown at the bottom or some random bad spots like these. But that's just normal. Cut away the bad spot and you're all good to go. I will keep these in wedges and chunk up enough for a day or two. Continue to chunk up as needed. These can last at least like a week in the fridge. If I have another fruit to go through during that time, I often just keep the rest in the freezer. I do use frozen pineapples for cooking sometimes. Keep your pineapple in the fridge. Don't let it sit out on a counter for too long because you will lose the freshness and it can go bad quickly. Plus, it can attract unwanted flies. The rest of the pineapple skin, core, crown can go into my compost bin. There, no waste whatsoever is to have a compost bin. And if you want to try this pineapple eye remover, it's pretty sharp and very funky. It helped just a teeny tiny bit. It's a few dollars, but it will do a quicker job if you get a hang of it. Just kind of push it through these eyes like so. But I honestly don't like it because it does not give me a really sharp and a nice fresh cut. They're kind of like smushing around. They don't really have a lot of waste though, but you can see the line there. It just kind of like pushes around and smushy. It doesn't look clean. The left one is from the knife and the right one's from the tool. And honestly, I think I like the regular knife method better. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to cut pineapple without waste. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share with all your pineapple lovers. Subscribe if you haven't for weekly Vietnamese Asian home cook, gardening and more. Have a great day and bye-bye.